Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Conversation on this Sunday. It has been a minute since we've done Coffee and Conversation, and for a while I thought maybe people really weren't listening, paying attention, but the amount of you that have poured out and said that they wanted to hear me spiel on about mortgage stuff in more in depth than a quick video, I'm very flattered by, and I'm grateful. So here we go. Here's one of the topics I wanted to bring up today, which is equity. Right now in the nation, there's over $3 trillion of equity in homes. That's right, like a ton of it. And my phone rings off the hook on a regular basis of, Kristen, I really want to get a home equity line of credit because I don't want to touch my 3% rate, or I want to move, but I really don't want to get rid of my 3.5% interest rate, my 4% interest rate, my 2% interest rate in some cases. And listen, I get it. It can be really hard when your mind's wrapped around such a low interest rate. I want to just explain why it may not be the end all best all for you. And I say end all best all because there are some really good options out there. Would you believe that there's also, even though we have the highest home equity in the nation, we also have some of the highest credit card debt we've ever seen, right? And not to boot on the credit card debt, car loans. Car loans are huge. I actually just said to my husband as I drove by a couple car lots last week, like, do you see the amount of large SUVs that are on car lots as used cars right now? And the reality is that there's so many that cannot afford these payments. $100,000 vehicles are astronomical. Now, if you're financing that, you're looking at probably at least somewhere between $800 and $1,200 a month. And I think in some cases I might be light on that. So you have your home. You bought it in 2019 as an example, and you bought it for $250,000. And right now it's worth $400,000. There's $150,000 of equity. I know that sounds crazy, but there are a lot of similar cases out there. And let's say you are a normal homeowner and the average credit card debt you carry right now is between $30,000 and $40,000. And you have a vehicle loan that you still owe $50,000 or $60,000 on at a 4 or 5% interest rate. You're probably having a hard time making ends meet, right? When the credit card debt started, it may have started at somewhere between 10 and 18%, and now it's upwards of 25 to 30%, making it hard to ever get ahead on that, right? And can't really turn your vehicle in because maybe it's worth more than it is. You owe more on it than it's worth, is what I meant to say. Or maybe buying another car just doesn't make sense because you bought it a few years prior, and even though the payment's $800 or $900 a month, to go buy something else right now, you'd spend twice as much money, which isn't affordable and can't do that either. So this is why I bring this up. There are a lot of homes that are on the market in maybe an upper price point. However, there's a lot of first-time home buyers somewhere between, I know this sounds crazy to say, there's a lot of home buyers right now between $250,000 and $350,000, and they're looking for houses. Now, if you're in any kind of relation to any of that, I'm not speaking of a specific client or a specific scenario, but that's the averages. I see that on a regular basis. I talk to so many people on a regular basis every day, and these are the conversations we're having. Now, if you got rid of that 3% mortgage and you sold that house, and you took that $100,000 to $150,000 of equity and you paid off your debt, keeping 5% down on a new home, there's a really good chance that buying that new home at a higher interest rate is actually going to net benefit you on a monthly basis. Yes, you heard that right. Is your payment on your mortgage going to be more a month? Of course. Is your overall net monthly payments going to be less? Yes. So this is a point where you can really use your equity toward you. Listen, most home equity lines of credit right now are somewhere between 8.5% and 10 or 11%. It's prime plus. So the days of where home equity lines of credit are at 3% too are gone. And so these are the conversations I'm having with people all the time. So all I'm saying is if this video resonates with you, if you've been thinking about this or you're just struggling month to month and you feel like you shouldn't be, so many Americans are, you are not alone in this. Please don't take it, don't be hard on yourself about it. but talk to a trusted financial professional, whether it be a mortgage, whether it be your CPA, whoever that may be, to discuss the best options. The reason why I say that is because this is a very regular thing right now. I don't believe foreclosures are coming because of the fact that we have over $3 trillion of equity right now in this country. So foreclosures aren't coming. However, I do suggest that it's a great time to sell your home in this spring market. And if you're looking for a fresh start in 2024, to just get out of the debt you found yourself in, whether it was intentional or not, if it was life, if it was due to job changes, if it was due to change of pay, I don't care what it is. Bad things happen to good people. I say that all the time, but if you find yourself in this position, do not fear reaching out. We are a judgment-free zone here at Team Ambos. I just want to make sure that you are being taken care of and that you know that there are options out there. Let's have a conversation and just weigh out the goods and the bads. If your position is better than doing anything, I'll be happy to tell you that. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And I'm never going to try to sell you on a mortgage that isn't a benefit to you. So again, if you have yourself in a situation where you just want to talk it out and see what's going on, let me know. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so glad to be back with Coffee and Conversation. I appreciate you. Shameless plug, if you have not yet gone over to the Kristen Ambos channel at YouTube, please do click the like and subscribe button. That way you will get the notifications on all the info for true and transparent information on mortgages. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.